Well, didn't pop up. Good afternoon. This is Charles Coachman, and I flipped in the wrong piece there. KW Silicon Valley. This is Charles Coachman, and this is Coachman on Real Estate. Hope everyone's had a great day. Usually like to start the show with birthday shout-outs, but no birthday shout-outs today. So if it is your birthday, happy birthday to you. God bless. Enjoy your day. All right, let's take a look. I want to make sure that I cover this. And one of the other things that I like to do is talk about the companies that we are utilizing. One of them is the Grow Live Academy, www.growliveacademy.com. And that is a Ken Walls company. I'd like to give him a great mention because this is a terrific platform and you need to check it out if you want to learn how to go live. StreamYard.com is the platform that we are using to go live with right now. And then Hippo Video is a company that I am using to stay in touch with my clients and friends. If you want to just send them a quick video message, you attach it to an email. They don't have to upload. They do not have to download. They just press play and you're ready to go. Now on Grow Live Academy, Ken Walls goes in depth with StreamYard.com and Hippo Video. If you want to learn how to go live, check out the Grow Live Academy. All right, today is going to be a short show, but I wanted to go over a few things. Let's check and see who's with us here real quick. Jay Skinner, sell me a house. I'd love to sell you a house, Jay, but I think you are much better off where you are at now. I believe so. And then Tom Ginn is in the house. Tom, so glad to see you. And Jay's so glad that you two have dropped in. I certainly appreciate it. But I wanted to talk about California's Prop 19 today. And I'm only going to spend a few minutes on it. This is going to be a short live. But Prop 19 is out there. It was voted in and approved during last November's elections. And what it does is it makes your tax base for the home that you live in right now, it makes it transferable to your next home within California. So we have a lot of stories about people in Santa Clara County, especially Santa Clara County and throughout the Bay Area region, that have this very high home prices and home values. And then, of course, if they bought it more than 10 years ago, their values have basically doubled in the last 10 years. And if you bought it, let's say 20 years ago or 30 years ago, your values may be up 400%, even more. So they have voted in a law that allows us to make our tax base transferable. So let's say you bought a home at $200,000. You're paying taxes of about $300. Let's get this, $3,000 a year, right around. You get to transfer your tax base wherever it's at right now to any other county within California. When you go there, if you buy a $500 or $500,000 home, you get to have that lower tax base. And that's great. That is one of the big benefits. And I want to make sure that everyone's got this. It is Prop 19, Proposition 19, which passed this last year, November 2020. We want to make sure that we're taking a look at it, because we have a lot of seniors, and this is specifically who this is pointed to, 55 years or older, but there's some other cases. If you were caught in a disaster zone, if you were caught with a wildfire, if you inherited a home and you were remaining living in it, these are things that you are able to do. And if you want to transfer that tax base, you have an opportunity to do it. So take that opportunity. If you were going to stay within California, if you've decided, hey, the Bay Area right now, has gotten a little bit too congested. It's a place that we need to move from, and I want to stay within California. Make sure that you are looking at Prop 19. Is that dovetailed with Prop 13? It does dovetail with Prop 13, but it's even better. It does more for you than Prop 13. Prop 13 is still in place, and it will remain in place. It does eliminate some other propositions, and I was going to talk about those in a minute. So yes, it does work along with Proposition 13, because that's how you're saving that money. Because if you were getting taxed at the current rate every year, or current value, being assessed at the current value each year, Prop 13 wouldn't have been doing us any good. But Prop 13, since I believe 1976, between 1976 and 1979, I believe, is when Prop 13 went into place. And it has saved people thousands and thousands of dollars. And we should be glad that it, at some point, and I can't remember, I think it was Howard Jarvis, and I think it was Paul Gann that had put that in place and written it up, and they are still fighting for this every year, because every year there's a push to eliminate it. So I do remember that you lived in the Bay Area, so you were certainly quite familiar with Prop 13. And like I said, people are always trying to eliminate that. It was on the ballot this year as far as commercial or dual use. And it was, I think it was handily defeated, but it came closer than it ever has been to being overturned. If it had been overturned for commercial use, homeowners were going to be the next in line, it looked like. But people are still fighting it. But one of the things they did do was they passed this Prop 19. And that has done a terrific job. For those of us 55 and older, those of us that have been affected by the wildfires or any disasters, and those of us that have inherited properties should take a look. You want to talk with your CPA or tax attorney and make sure that you utilize Prop 19. Now, I want to talk about propositions 58 and 193 excludes transfers between parents and child. That's Prop 58, or grandparent and grandchild. That's Prop 193 from assessment. So we want to make sure that we are watching that, and you want to make sure that you are talking to, again, your CPA or a real estate attorney, so that you know exactly what you are going to be able to do. You want to make sure that you're able to do that. Prop 60s and 90s homeowners 55 plus years of age can sell their primary resident and transfer the base year value of that property to a replacement resident if certain conditions are met. Prop 60 applies to intra-county transfers, while Prop 90 applied to inter-county transfers with certain conditions. Proposition 110 looked at severely disabled persons that can transfer the base value of their primary residence to a replacement resident if certain conditions are met. So you want to make sure that you're looking at this. Make sure that you are looking at this, and don't let this slide by. If you are 55 and above, if you are severely disabled, if you were caught in the wildfires or any other disaster, you want to make sure that you're able and take advantage of this tax base. A summary, as discovered, and this is coming from the Santa Clara County Assessor's Office, and I want to make sure that I go over this. As described in the Voters Information Guide, all homeowners who are over 55 who meet other qualifications would be eligible for property tax savings when they move. Only inherited properties used as primary homes or farms would be eligible for property tax savings. To provide a synopsis of the key provisions, below are excerpts of information provided by the state's independent legislative analysis office. So I'm just going to read a couple of paragraphs. Effective April 1st, 2021, Proposition 19 permits eligible homeowners defined as over 55, severely disabled, or whose homes were destroyed by wildfire or disaster to transfer their primary residence's property tax base to a replacement residence of any value anywhere in the state. So previously, there were certain counties where you could transfer, and those counties were starting to shrink. There were only a few counties that you could do that in and move your tax base. Now it's throughout the state. So that is a huge benefit. If you have owned your home for 10 years or longer, you are going to see a significant savings. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. That's the best piece of information. That's the best thing that our state has done for sellers, homeowners in the last, since Prop 13 went into place. This is a terrific thing for folks that want to remain in California to take advantage of. Utilize your old tax base. You want to make sure that you're using it. You want to make sure that you're doing it. So let's see if we can find anything else here. You're not going to obviously be able to move it to another state and take these benefits. That's, one of the things is that you will probably, whatever your tax base is in the next state, it will be lower than California's to begin with. So here were some questions that were asked. I sold my home or I bought my new home before April 1st, 2021. If I buy my new home, completed new construction, or sold my house on or after April 1st, can I transfer my prior home's low assessed value to the new home? Yes, as long as you are on or over the age 55 or otherwise qualifying, and the second transaction occurs within 2 years from the first date of the transfer. Second question they answered, I sold my prior home, which had an assessed value of $300,000 in June 2019 for $2 million and plan to buy a new home in May 2021 for $2,200,000. Prior to Proposition 19, the law carried the low assessed value as long as the purchase was within 110%. Does the same apply for Proposition 19? No. The prior law, Proposition 60 and 90, ended on March 31st. In the above example, assessed value would increase from $300,000 to $500,000, the difference between the purchase prices. So there are some rules in there. You are going to need to make sure that you are checking again with a CPA who can give you the exact laws and get you the credits that you are due. And if you don't have a CPA, you want to make sure that you're talking to a real estate attorney that knows these laws. We want to make sure that you do that. So there are plenty of things that you need to take a look at. Proposition 19 for anyone that wants to sell within the Bay Area, especially the Bay Area, anywhere in the Silicon Valley, take advantage of Prop 19. You want to save those dollars. You are entitled to those dollars. You want to make sure that you're taking advantage. This is a great time to sell. And again, if you want to remain in California, if you're going to move from the Bay Area has the highest values in all of the state. So you need to make sure that you are taking advantage of that. Take advantage of it. If you are looking to sell within Santa Clara County or anywhere in the Bay Area, make sure that you are aware of Proposition 19, make sure that you are talking with your CPA or real estate attorney so that you can get all the benefits of Proposition 19. This is Charles Coachman. This is Coachman on Real Estate. I just wanted to give you that quick tip because now is the time to take advantage of it if you are going to be staying in California. God bless everyone. Have a great day, and thank you guys for tuning in. If you would like to share this out, please do. And we will see you on Friday afternoon with another big tip. Thanks, Tom. Have a wonderful day. God bless. We'll see you on Friday afternoon.